And we got a classic. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, which
we did get that.
Well, I mean, when you get that, you're at a ball game. You know,
Once you get that, you perk up a little bit.
Mhm.
You know what?
Yeah.
You are right.
It starts.
The gears start turning.
Hey.
Oh, shout now! Come on, shout now!
Welcome to Spring Training Beyond the Diamond at the Apollo Content House, Episode 1, Beyond the Diamond Log 1 with Noah and Garrett. B. Lima is on his way at the end of the month. We have Josh, the voice of God in the background.
Hello.
Baseball god.
Baseball gods.
Good God voice.
That was a
right
good Zeus
Good
voice.
god voice.
Good
there.
voice.
Yeah. It's like
Boys.
What up?
Astros are 2-0 since we've driven 20 hours to West Palm
They
Beach.
can't lose if we're there. They
The
cannot
streets are
lose
saying
if
they
we're there.
haven't lost since we've been here the last 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Coming to spring training games.
Absolutely.
Never lost when we're here.
Yeah.
And same with Houston sports just doesn't know how to lose right now. Honestly, because the
Shout out Roughnecks.
Roughnecks don't lose, and we're not
Yeah,
talking about.
we haven't physically been at a losing game.
Yeah, no, it doesn't happen.
So bet every penny on the Astros losing on Sunday.
Exactly. Jinxie it like
we said
crazy.
it out loud, so go ahead and
Yeah,
cash in
yeah.
right now.
But the vibes are vibing. We
Yeah.
went to snuck up to Jupiter yesterday, Roger Dean Stadium, Astros Cardinals. We saw a delegation of Team USA. Kyle Tucker playing, Adam Wainwright,
Paul Goldschmidt.
Nolan Arenado,
Yeah,
Paul Goldschmidt. That was yesterday, Roger Dean Stadium up in Jupiter. Jupiter's always great. We spend, shout
Jupiter's
out
great.
Square Grouper, shout out all the spots.
A lot of great spots outside of the stadium.
Yeah, they have a little ballpark bar area going.
Yeah, on the way out, they handed us a little coupon, so
Yeah.
go get free beer from Stadium Grill.
I'm such a sucker for like a stadium that has a bar outside that's called Stadium something. Like
Yeah.
Stadium Grill, Stadium Bar,
Stadium Tex-Mex Grill.
Home Plate Bar, something like that.
Rest in peace, home plate bar.
Yeah, that was a great place.
a great
That was a
place.
great place. But yeah, so we went there, we hung out, had a few brews, watched the Stros win, watched some good, we get some dogs out there, like you mentioned. Yeah, it was
Framber,
fun.
Hobby looked good.
Yeah,
Great.
They both look great.
Oh,
Neris.
dialed.
Abreu.
Neris had 3 strikeouts. He struck out the side. He played 1 inning.
So if you've never been to spring training, and we'll get into today's game at the ballpark at Palm Beaches where the Astros play.
Yes, sir.
But yesterday, the vibes at Roger Dean, I don't know how to explain it other than like it's a little league field. In the
Vibes are off.
sense.
Vibes are all the way off. There.
Vibes are off, but you're on top of the players. Like you can literally
Yeah.
sit like on a $10 ticket. I got in for $1, and after fees it was $10.
Yeah.
But the bleacher seats, you're literally sitting behind the bullpen of the Astros. Like I was sitting there chatting up with Corey and Neris and Abreu just for like 2.5 innings. I'm like, this shouldn't be possible.
Yeah.
That's what makes spring training.
Yeah, it's just so low key, kind of. It's just like everyone's just kind of relaxed. They're just
It feels like I stumbled upon like an underground.
yeah,
thing.
exactly.
It feels like I stumbled upon this underground thing when I get there, and I'm like, does anyone know about this?
Yeah.
It's like value,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It's insane value.
insane.
Speaking of value, this is what we call a segue.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Are you paying too much for your car insurance
Yeah,
and
Fuck
home
yeah, I
insurance?
am.
You don't have a home. I have a home.
you
Yes,
have one. But a car insurance for sure.
For sure. Everyone has
Yeah.
that problem, right?
Yeah,
When was the last time you shopped around to find a better value?
It's been a while.
been a long time.
Been a while.
I've just been
Been a
settling.
while.
I've been settling.
You've been settling. Well, you know what? Let's TexIns agency to shop to save you money on your home and auto insurance today.
Whoa,
and you
please
can see the link below.
Yep.
Check in with them. And shout out to TexIns agency because they take care of you. That's all you can ask, and they find you insane value. Just like the $1 ticket I had yesterday.
Yeah.
There you go. I would love to be taken care of right now. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
that sounds good to me. It sounds like a good deal
That's
to me.
TEXINS.
Yeah, it's
Texans.
like Tex Insurance, like short.
Oh, I get it.
Texins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Good
check
Shout
them
out. Thanks.
Shout them out.
Link down below.
That's how everything happens here. This is how the content house works.
Yep.
People helping people.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful thing.
it really is.
And so, segueing from yesterday's game, we saw some good offense. We saw Abreu hit a tank.
Sure did.
We saw Corey
Abreu's
Lee
first
hit a tank.
Yeah, Corey Lee hit a tank. Abreu with the first one.
Yeah.
Of many,
That's
hopefully.
First of many.
I think he's going to be a Crawford Bach merchant this year.
It's
so
not out of the possibility he hits 30 home runs this year.
I think he'll hit 30.
Yeah.
I think he'll hit 30. Get
And
close
like-
to it at least.
20 of those are solo shots.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like legitimately. Because
have-
no one's going to be on.
He'll have like
Yeah.
30 home runs,
True.
35 home runs, and 50 RBIs.
Yes. Yes. So, great game yesterday. Let's segue into today. Today is Friday, March
Yep.
3rd.
Yep.
Astros Braves. It's a tale of two cities, a tale of two games.
Oh yeah.
Astros got down 8-0
Yeah.
through 6.
It was at that point. It was I was having fun, but it was a little bit of a drag watching the game because it's just you don't ever want to be down 8-0, 8-zip. You want to have fun and win.
Well, especially we had guys out there.
We had
You know
guys
what I
out
mean?
there.
You ran a lineup today that played 7 innings of Altuve, Pena, Tucker, and Breggs.
And Maldi's out there too.
Yeah. And so you have those guys that are everyday guys, but they're getting a lot of reps in. Obviously, Alex Bregman had his first appearance of spring training.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Altuve, Pena, Tucker, they're all headed next week to the World Baseball Classic. So they're getting a ton of reps early and often.
They're getting those at bats in.
And it's weird to see them like in the 7th inning of a spring training game. They're still like
Yeah.
grinding
They're
at
in there.
bats.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's just take it around the horn. We'll start. Well, let's go to the voice of God. Let's go to producer Josh. The vibes. How are the vibes vibing on your meter today's game?
Vibe meter was full.
Ooh,
Sun was out.
Yeah.
Baseballs were getting crushed.
a little
Yeah.
toasty.
A little toasty.
Was toasty.
But it was a good toasty.
Good toast.
That toasty when you get home and your skin feels a little cooked, but you're vibing.
Yeah.
It's a good day.
All right, we'll swing it around to first base.
Yeah. No, vibes are great. Josh is right. It was perfect weather. I mean, that's another great thing about spring training. If you've never been out here, it just feels so baseball. It feels so baseball outside. The clear blue skies, just the sun's feeling great. A little warm, not too warm. You know what I mean? Not too bad. But you're gonna sweat a little bit. You're gonna sweat a little bit out there.
Yeah, it was a little moist.
Yeah,
It was a little moist out
definitely.
there.
Exactly. It's gonna happen. But we had some dogs. You had an Italian.
Had a little Italian
I had
dog, a little Polish dog.
Yeah. Ooh.
Well, some peppers and some onions.
Oh yeah.
Check our
Little-
YouTube, TikTok, and IG that we're doing a little
Yeah.
food review coming out.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be out soon. It's great seeing the guys out there, even though obviously the main fellas that were out there like Tuck and Breggs and stuff. It was a little off day. Like I said, we're down 8-0, but it's like I said, Breggs' first game spring training, and spring training that's what happens. It's going to happen. But the young guys came in and made it happen there at the end, which is cool. Cool way to end the day.
Yeah, and then we'll swing it around to you. How you were at the camera? You were rocking with Josh. Getting some nasty shots for the main account.
Me and Josh, the voice of God, were getting some great shots. Vibes were vibing, especially when we started making a rally and coming back and winning. I was in a cluster of Astros fans over there, and they were getting excited. Kids were getting excited.
Great turnout.
Great turnout.
Astros fans showed, and Braves fans. There's
a lot of Braves fans on the I believe the first base side. There was a lot of cheering over there when the Braves would score, which, hey, that's what I like. It's kind of like a college vibe. Like, hey, half Astros, half Braves. We're all going at each other. We're having fun.
Yeah,
But we start winning. Vibes are vibing. Get some great shots. A lot of young guys making eye-popping plays. We'll get into that a little bit. But, very fun. Got a little red in the face. It's all good, though. I'm
that's
hanging
ball,
out.
baby. That's ball.
Yeah.
That's
That's
ball
baseball.
right there. That's that's the game.
How
I
can you
don't
not
hate
be
it.
romantic about it?
Yeah.
That's what I say.
You should almost put a slogan for that on a movie one day.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That would be a good line in a
It
baseball.
Sounds like
Great
it'd be
line. It's a
a
great
line in a
baseball
movie.
line.
Yeah.
We should make a movie about Billy Bean.
Billy Bean.
Yeah, that's a great
Wow.
movie.
I
Actually.
would
That'd be a great
cast
movie to
like
make.
Brad Pitt.
Ooh.
Oh.
Can he wear a visor?
He can wear a visor,
Okay.
and he has like really good hair.
Yeah.
You want to show it off. You don't want to like cage
Yeah,
the beast. You want to let it flow.
Let it flow. Let it flow.
Yeah.
Let the flow flow.
Jenny from Forrest
that
Gump
one's for
plays
you,
ex-wife.
Academy. That's free. That's just free of charge.
Yeah.
Jose Urquidy on the bump.
Yeah.
Looked good at some points, then
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
But it's spring training, and look, the stat line's not great. 2 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 3 strikeouts. But look, guys, there's a lot of fastball changeups early and often.
Yeah.
He just stayed with that.
Yeah.
In the first inning, when he got in trouble, he actually brought the slider, struck out the side, and we were just
Yeah.
sitting there like,
Yeah.
wow, okay, yeah,
He's finding his stuff
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
He's
it's-
working it out.
It's
and-
goddamn March.
Yeah.
He's
And-
finding his stuff.
And he has World Baseball Classic, another guy, World Baseball Classic. So, hey, a lot of fastball changeup. Just feel those pitches, get used to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing to stress about.
No, not at all. And like you mentioned a great point. It's like when he started getting into trouble, he brought out some other pitches and was filthy.
Yeah.
I mean, it was filth after that. So, not worried about that at all.
The other side, the rest of the pen, Montero, an inning pitched. Stanek, friend of the program, inning pitched. He got hit with and guys, this is not hyperbole. The wind was
I mean, the wind
Ghosting.
was blowing.
Yeah.
Literally blew over my hot dog.
Yeah.
And all my onions and peppers
Terrible.
on my Italian dog spilt and
Oh,
went everywhere on
no.
the concourse.
Bad scene.
That's
Bad
how
scene.
it was.
Oh, that's a tough scene.
you know,
still
how,
ate it,
you know
though.
how bad. You know how bad you are down when there's people around you and onions and red peppers and your dog and kettle chips are all over, and you just gotta like
You just kind
pick it up with your bare hand and go
Yeah.
take out the trash.
No, you just gotta
that's,
wear it.
you,
That's
that's
humbling.
you got humbled.
Humbling. I got humbled.
You're in shambles. Sounds
Yeah.
like you're
Wasn't-
in the dirt.
Well, it was graphic like optics were not good on that.
Yeah, it was not good at all.
That was good.
It
That
was
was not
not
good for the
Yeah,
brand.
Not a good
Yeah.
scene. Not a good scene
So
at all.
so Stanley got a 1-8 home run against him. We have film on that. Be-Like got the dub, went 3 innings. They extended him a little bit, only gave up 1 run.
Pretty interesting to
Seth
see.
Martinez continues to impress.
Yeah.
Seth is like, that's one guy that came up last year, and obviously he impressed. And that's a guy going forward I'd like to really, really monitor, because I mean, we talk about the rest of the bullpen, but Seth is the most underrated guy in that bullpen, in my opinion.
100%.
He is so underrated. So that's something to watch for
And,
sure.
it sucks because in theory Seth is just the odd guy out because of how good everyone is in that bullpen.
Yeah.
Everyone's a dog, and Seth himself is a dog. It's just you're limited to a roster, and that's just how the game goes sometimes. But Seth's gonna have his moments this year. He's gonna be able to come up and produce. Gage, the new guy that we got out of waivers, that Dana Brown was like adamant on getting, got the save. We saw him pitch the 9th inning, only had 1 walk, no hits, no runs. And a come from behind victory with the Astros, 11-8. They scored 11 unanswered in the 6th,
Ridiculous.
7th, and 8th
Fun
inning.
stuff.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
It
You
was
love
fun
to
to
see
watch.
that. Yeah, you love to see
Yeah,
it.
we got a classic. They did a thing at the stadium where they picked a fan out of the crowd, and we got a classic. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, which like
We did get that.
but I mean when you get that, you're at a ball game. You know,
Once you get that, you perk up a little bit.
Mhm.
You know what?
Yeah.
You are right.
Yeah.
The gears start turning.
Hey,
Oh, shout now. Come on, shout now.
Yeah.
That's what you do. And so the young guys continue to impress. Baby Wags, just continues to hit the damn baseball.
Will looks like a dude right now.
Yeah.
You know, obviously it's spring training, very early to say, but to his credit, he is hitting the shit out of the ball right now.
JJ Matajevic,
nice.
AJ, look, hey,
5.
Durden.
You know what? Look, when you're in West Palm, it's all about eating good. And you know what's about eating good is some steaks. And JJ, little 5 RBI steak afternoon for him. 5 RBI steak.
Yeah.
delicious.
Medium rare, baby.
More,
Medium rare.
please. More, please.
Yeah.
He looked great.
Also, I was getting shots of him. He's got a lot of swagger. He's
Very
doing a hip thrust every time there's a
Ooh,
ball.
yeah.
I'll show you a footage later. He does like I'll put it right there. Boom. He does like a little hip thrust, like a pelvic thrust, like every time there's a ball. And I'm like, the ladies will love it, first of all.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot of swagger to him.
Yeah.
He looks like eventually he could be a contributor down the stretch.
I think
throughout
so.
The season. Yeah.
Corona 2 knocks. Melton with another knock. He just seems to just hit the damn baseball.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about Dearden. Look,
I want to talk about Dearden too.
This guy.
Yeah. What a big dog.
off the bench cold,
Yeah.
another double. Like, I mean,
He just rakes, right?
Dirty Dearden.
at this point, and I'm going to throw the ball over to you. If you want to take it,
Oh,
what's the player comp?
the player comp, when I was getting footage of him and his stance and honestly just how he looks and how he swings the bat, it's Daniel Murphy. It's D-Murph. It's 100% D-Murph. I've been trying to like, what is this guy? Who does this guy remind me of? He reminds me of someone. I was watching my footage today. Looks like Daniel Murphy. His stance and
Do
everything.
you think we could put it in the video right here, just like side by side?
Yep,
both?
boom, right there.
Yeah, I think it's nails. I think
Also, I do want to throw out. I want to give a shout out to Corona just for a sec. Just fine day. Doing the name Kennedy Corona is something else.
Kennedy Corona's a
That
powerful
is a
name.
name
That's
right
a name.
there.
That's a great. That's a high grade.
That's an icebreaker.
That is-
That's a
great.
conversation starter.
What's your name? Kennedy Corona.
Wow,
How?
I immediately want to know
Yeah,
all
everything about you.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're a baseball player, and you're dude, come on.
Hey,
Oh,
Whitaker off the bench with the knock. Barber with the knock. And this real story, and producer Josh is going to perk up. 19 runs, 25 hits, and the game is played in 2 hours and 3 minutes.
That's cool with me, man. I'm perking up too. I love that.
I mean,
As a baseball day.
Yeah.
Being at the game, it felt a little bit longer. I don't know why. Maybe just the constant offense, but 235, and there's 19 runs. I kind of fuck with that. That's kind of cool. I kind of like it.
I don't know.
I kind of like it. It's also just
If you're
spring training game.
give the batter some more time. Give the batter some more time.
I still say add 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I think everybody's happy.
Yeah.
I think so too.
I think there's a happy medium there because
Yeah, I do too.
sitting behind home plate, and it would just felt like if a pitcher sped you up and started to quick pitch you and got you in this tempo, there's nothing you can do to combat that. Yeah. And that's where the problem lies, because you're giving a pitcher who already knows what he's throwing, where he's locating the ball. He's throwing it at 97 miles an hour. And now you're giving him the ability to speed you up and quick pitch you. Like, the game's already hard. It's the hardest thing to do is hit a baseball.
Ever since they started this rule and all the talk of it, I've always been. I think it's really, really just like helping the pitchers. It's an advantage for the pitchers, in my opinion.
1,000%.
Especially a guy like Urquidy, who goes 1,000 miles an hour every pitch.
Yeah.
Doesn't rest. He's just pumping it. He knows about that life.
Ryan was out there pumping him too.
Ryan
I noticed that.
slanging
He was.
Yeah.
We talked to him after the game. He said he felt good with this stuff. Obviously, the cheap shot home run, but
Hair was flowing though.
Hair was flowing.
was
He got some
good.
good shots of that.
Yeah, he sure did.
And I'll just go back to the clock, and the thing that really stood out in that first inning, you had Bryce Elder, University of Texas grad, got hit around his first start with the Braves in spring training, and he's facing the four horsemen of Altuve, Pena, Tucker, and Breggs, right?
Yeah.
I think it hurts the Astros with this clock because these young guys don't have to think. They can just get the pitch from the pitch count and throw.
Exactly.
Get it and throw. Like, they don't get in their own head of like,
Oh, that's
okay,
Alex
this is all too.
Bregman.
They can just like, okay, let's just get through this.
Very true.
And so it speeds up and so like I think it'll all even out as the season goes on. But the Astros literally just pounce on these type of pitchers when they start getting in their own head and they start thinking like, oh, well, where are the outs when you look?
Yeah.
But now you kind of take that out, and it's
that intimidation factor is going.
Yeah.
With the lineup like the Astros have is something that's a key. You know what I mean? Guys are scared to face, especially our lineup at full force. And that you're right. I didn't really think about that, but this kind of takes that away.
it takes the thinking out.
Yeah.
And there's what did Yogi Berra say? The game's 90% half mental or half mental, whatever it is, 50%, 90% mental.
Great quote.
Yeah, I have it
spot
tattooed
on
on my
quote.
lower back. It's such a cool quote.
Really?
Wow.
I'll
Might as well be
Don't say that. Don't say that.
And but no, all in all, good vibes. Astros are 2-0 in spring training. We'll just go around the horn one more time. Just kind of give your own personal preference of what you saw from the game from your perspective of being in the stands or being behind the camera. We'll go with Josh.
Baseball is 90% mental. The other half is physical.
Yeah.
I need to get it fucking fixed. I got a tattoo on me.
That may be on me.
Whoops.
But no, we'll start with producer Josh. Just one observation you had from behind the lens or being at the game, whether it's in the stands with the people or about either team.
I would say I think the Astros are doing a good job. The coaches are doing a great job of ushering these younger players into the new rules of the game and also just into the Astros culture of winning. You can see Pena and Altuve and everybody's influence. Even though Pena's young, he's already kind of soaked up the winning culture. Yeah. And you can see it already. Like, that dugout is just vibing. And they came back down from 8-0. Like, it was like no problem.
Yeah.
So, I think it's a good sign.
Yeah.
Great sign.
I want to talk about like our pitching staff a little bit because especially our bullpen was so lights out last year. And there's been talk of, a little decline. Obviously, we lose JV in that starting rotation. But I really, from everything I've seen, I see big dogs out there still, man. I don't see a fall-off happening at all. And I'm excited. I think Framber's back out here. And there's been just, I've seen people talk about Framber in a way that maybe this year won't be the same as last year, or he might have a little bit of a fall off, and CJ might be that guy more than him a little bit, which I love them both. But I think Framber is getting a little slept on going into the season.
A little disrespect.
And little disrespect.
Like maybe he could be top 5.
Like he might win fucking Cy Young this year.
Ooh,
That's a take.
hot take Friday.
That's a take. Hot take Friday. Hot take Friday. What do we do?
Bravado Spice.
But yeah,
This will come out on Saturday, but hot take Friday.
Hot take.
Yeah, today's Friday.
Yeah, well, today we're
As we're
recording it on Friday.
I don't know. I'm
So
joking.
yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing those guys through the season.
Garrett, well, give me an observation behind the lens or outside the lens, and
So-
just all that.
Yeah, you know, the whole thing of when is the Astros window closing? People hope it's soon. Other than that, people who are not Astros fans is hoping it's soon. It's not fucking happening. This team, the train just keeps rolling. There's guys coming up where I see there is a lot of fucking potential there. You know, Dearden, Will Wagner looks pretty good. I think he could be, a stud in the majors. A guy that we haven't even brought up, I love Jaden Murray. Jaden Murray has stuff.
He looked great.
He looked great.
Shout out Ben. Hey, Ben.
Ben,
Yeah.
you put me on.
Yeah.
You put me on, Ben. The train keeps on going. Most of our core is already, they're in their mid to late 20s. Like the train will keep on rolling. We'll see, how the back half of this, staff does, because I think they'll be better than they were last year with Luis. I think Luis is going to take a humongous step forward this year.
I like that.
He was, one of the game I was watching. I don't know who he pitched against the other day, but he looked. Was it the Mets? Not the Mets. Yeah, it was the Mets.
On our drive down, yeah.
Yep, looked good. Looked good. So train keeps on rolling. Window is still open, wide open. I can just do a nosedive, run full speed, do a nosedive, and do a flip out like a somersault out the other end, and it's so open. So
The window is about the size of Minute Maid Stadium when it's open. You know what I mean? That's huge.
That's powerful.
That's a big window.
The thing I want to piggyback on producer Josh and your take, Garrett, that the culture and the guys competing, I think competition breeds success.
absolutely.
And you have that up and down, that lineup, day in and day out. Look, there's guys that deserve an opportunity to be in the show, to live their dreams. That, look, you're not going to replace a Jose Altuve, a Pena, or a Bregman, but that doesn't deter them from not being the best of who they are. They're going to make a hard decision for the front office to make. And at the end of the day, that's great for the organization and for the fan base, because they're just not complacent in the spot they're in. They're still competing. They're still going. Everyone's cross-training. Joe Perez playing first today. You just have different guys doing different things. And you, obviously Dearden in center field moving around. But you just have to keep pushing that envelope, and good things happen. And when you have everything going and everything moving in that direction, it's just this tidal wave of success that is just unstoppable.
Yeah.
And you just have the rest of the league say, well, the Houston Astros are in another World Series. And at the end of the day, that's all you can hope for. And we're going to be here all month. And we're going to see all the games, unfiltered coverage. Obviously, you guys are on the cameras. I'm just kind of floating around in the mezzanine. But, the vibes are great, and the vibes are vibing early on.
The vibes are vibing.
It's fantastic.
So shout out, once again, TexIns Insurance. Their agency, their information is going to be down below. Give them a shout.
Really
They
do.
are-
I mean, good stuff going on over there.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
and they're a big reason why we're here, out here for a month. So super thankful for them. And then the other side too, just tune in for the next episode and win, producer.
When is the next episode?
Yeah,
Probably next Monday or Tuesday.
next Monday. Cool. Next Monday.
It's
we're
Monday or
recording.
Tuesday. Yeah.
So we'll see you guys then.
All right.
Any last words?
Noah, take us out.
Ooh, no, shut your mouth. You're bringing us
No,
out.
I get to pick on them now because I'm the one that's always
no.
picked on.
We
Noah,
may
take us
lose
out.
the World Series if you don't do this right now.
I didn't know the pressure was that high.
we have Josh has brought us out of every episode, and we haven't lost since.
Okay, I don't usually watch the program, so
Wow.
Wow.
I'm kidding. I do.
I'll just say this. Watch Astros. Take us out.
Take us out,
Voice of
Joe.
God.
Thank you for tuning in to Beyond the Diamond podcast with Noah, Garrett, and Dez, and the voice of God, Josh, apparently is my name. We'll see you next time.
Later.
Love you guys.